Hi students, welcome back. We are discussing the some structural modifications or adaptation in animals. The second one is the fossorial adaptations. Fossorial adaptations mean the adaptations of animals to live in underground areas, to live in different types of burrows or different cavities, etc. Simply, we can say that the fitness of animal to live underground area. Such animals have some modification in their body. Without some modification or changes in their structure, behavior, as well as the physiology, they are not able to survive under the cavities or caves. Basically, these animals move into burrows and caves. Uh, Basically, these animals move to caves and burrows become for the searching of food. These animals need a lot of food, etc., which they get from their burrows, etc. Second one is the forming of nest. The most important factor which trigger them for the fossorial types of adaptation is the formation of the nest. As it is a part of parental care, as we know that's the in open spaces, they in different jungle or forest animals, the young animals are more pyrons, and they are facing a lot of challenges, a lot of dangers, etc., because they are not able to defend themselves against different enemies. That's why these animals form their nest, form their breeding ground inside or under the grounds. These things protect their young ones, their babies, that's babies, etc. These things provide them a better shelter and habitat for their survival. Examples of such animals are the porcupines, shrews, and etc. Other rodents. Most of the rodents mainly adopted such types of the behavior for their survival. There are some modifications in fossorial animals which enable them to survive inside the uh, under the ground. So, mainly the spinal shape and elastic body. The body of fossorial animals is more elastic than other animals. These things help them to live in such types of burrows, as these animals need to move inside the burrows. That's why they need this elastic body. If their body is not more elastic, then they are not able to move to run or move inside the burrows. As human being had not as much elastic body as in the case of porcupine. That's why we are not able to move in the burrows, etc. Secondly, the sharp and pointed incisor. The main purpose of sharp and pointed incisor is it is the modification for digging the earth, as these animals live in the burrows and they themselves dig the soil and form their homes inside the earth. For the digging of earth, they use their strong and pointed incisors. Short or vestigial tails acting as a tactile organs. The tail of such animals is so much reduced or short. Even some animals of this group, if we're discussing about the fossorial animal, they does not have tail. But if the tail is present, then tail is acting as a tactile organ. What's mean by tactile organ? Tactile organ mean the organ involved in sensation. They are acting as a touch, sense of touch, etc. Why tail is so much reduced? Because they does not involve, they are not, does not are the fast runner. That's why they does not need much more balance, as we know the tail mainly involved in the balancing of body. That's why tail is so much reduced in the case of fossorial animals, or maybe not present. Eyes and ear. These animals have more adaptation in their eyes and ears also, as external ear is totally absent in such animals. Why is the external? Because if the external ear is present, if they it there are more chances that the dust particle during digging the soil can enter in their pinnas and into their body. To avoid such types of the problems or hurdles, these animals have so much reduced eyes. The middle and internal ears are present, but in most cases external ear is mostly absent. Similarly, mostly the eyes of such animals are so much small. This is also again an adaptation to reduce the entrance of the dust particle in their eyes to disturb themselves, etc. Presence of digging organ. It is a special and important modification in such animals that they have some modified organs in their body which help them to dig the soil for creating the burrows, etc. in the soil. For example, sharp teeth. These animals have more sharp teeth. And snout, etc. Similarly, small limbs having short gliders, strong gliders. These animals have they are not the fast runner. That's why their legs are so much reduced, and shoulders are these gliders are so much strong because their legs are also involved in digging of the soil, etc. And their claws are waterproof as well as the sharp because their claws are also involved in the process of digging. That's are the fossorial animals. Okay, now we move toward our next arboreal adaptation. Arboreal adaptation, mainly we can say that the adaptation of an animals to live in the trees, their branches are to live in different plants, etc. Such animals have some adaptations to survive in such types of circumstances. For example, they have strong power of gripping the branches of these trees, as these animals mainly live on the trees. That's why they need to strong gripping of the tree. That's why they are not able without it they are not able to survive in such circumstances. If we're discussing about the arboreal animals, they are of following two types. That's are the terrestrial arboreal animal and terrestrial arboreal animals and terrestrial arboreal animals. What are the terrestrial arboreal animals? These are the partial arboreal animals that they build their nest on tree, but they still come to ground. Mean these animals are not truly are the totally arboreal animals. They live in on the trees. They build their nest or breeding ground on the trees, but they still come to ground for their daily activities. Mostly we can say the monkeys, etc. Truly arboreal animals are those animals which are fully adapted arboreal life. Mean they spend all of these activities on the trees. They get food, they get their they have breeding grounds, they have all of the activities on the trees. They does not come to grounds until the hunger or any hunter, etc. And the thirst compel them to move toward the ground. Without such activity they does not move to the grounds. If we discuss about the some adaptations or modifications in such animals are they have strong or powerful limbs and bones. Similarly, modified claws that are specially modified for gripping the branches of the trees, etc. Similarly, such animals some of these animals, for example, we discuss about the green monkey here. These animals have web in their feet which help them to grip the tree branches of trees, etc. They also have modified teeth, as we see a large of monkeys are hanging on these trees with the help of their tails. That's why they have modified large tail which help them balancing, as well as in some cases this large tail help these animals to grab on the branches of the trees. For example, flying squirrel, similarly the monkeys, gorillas, etc. belong to such animals. Okay, we are moving to our next video to continue our this lecture.